Morning, Pisces. This is Nightbird Tarot. I'm here to do your daily collective message for all placements of Pisces for January 21st, 2026. I hope that you're all doing well. We're going to take a look at what the vibe is, and then we'll pull some tarot cards, and then we'll finish off your reading with an Akashic Records Oracle card. Let's call in Spirit. Okay, Pisces, let's see what the vibe is for the day. I hope that you're all doing well. Thank you all for the likes, shares, and comments. I love reading all the comments every day. Thank you so much. If you're new here and you like my readings, feel free to subscribe to the channel if you want. Let's see what the vibe is for the day, Pisces. Today is January 21st, 2026, but when you find this reading is when you're meant to receive the message. This is a collective Pisces message, so it's not a personal reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. If you'd like a personal reading, you can find that information in the description of the page. Angels, guides, ancestors, what is the vibe for Pisces for January 21st, 2026, or when my viewers are viewing this message? Ooh, we have glow up, new opportunities, new career, successful business. One more, please, Spirit. And we have suffering and silence, unspoken desires, real feelings, broken dreams. Okay. Okay. So Spirit is saying that you're going through a glow up. There could be new opportunities, new career, some type of successful business opportunity that's coming in for you. I feel like you're finally getting what you're wanting because you've been suffering in silence. There's been some unspoken desires that you've had, some real feelings about things that didn't necessarily go the right way that you wanted to. In the recent past is what it feels like, but you're now going to be going through some type of glow up. There's going to be new opportunities coming in for you, perhaps after going through some type of suffering that you have. And you could still be going through some type of suffering. You're not really talking about it to others. But you're going through a glow up. It seems like you may have gone through some type of change, metamorphosis, something like that. And you've had some broken dreams along the way. But there's an opportunity for some type of glow up that you're going through right now, Pisces. Let's take a look and see what the cards have to say. Very interesting. Especially after the money story, because we talked about new opportunities, new career, a new job, something like that coming in for you. But you needed to release what no longer serves you. And perhaps with the money story, Pisces, you had to let go of something that no longer serves you. It could have been the broken dreams, something that happened within your past. You have to release it in order to have your glow up. Angels, guides, ancestors, what is the most important message for Pisces for January 21st, 2026, please? Too many. What is the most important message for Pisces, please, Spirit? We have the Ten of Cups. We have the World card. We have the Strength card in the reverse position. We have the High Priestess. Back of the deck, we have the Nine of Cups. Okay. There is a new opportunity coming in for you, Pisces, with the Nine of Cups in the shadow for what you don't see. What I'm seeing here is this story of suffering and silence, however. There's been something that has happened within a family unit, perhaps that has ended. happy home, happy family, but there's some type of closure. Something has ended here. We're going to go back and clarify here. But with the Nine of Cups in the shadow for what you don't see, there is some type of choice that you're going to have to make. And it may be about this new career, new opportunity, or successful business, something or another that's coming in. There's material success coming in for you, okay? That's for what you don't see. This is this glow up, okay? New opportunities, new careers, something that you don't see coming in for you, okay? There's an abundant pleasure coming in. But you are suffering in silence. There are unspoken desires that you have. There are real feelings that you have. There are broken dreams that you've gone through. It could have been some type of ending within a family unit. You have the Strength card here in the reverse position. This is Leo energy. I feel like with the Strength being reversed, major arcana, and you've got 3 major arcana here. So this is a major transformation within a family unit. Okay, you used your intuition when it came to this situation. You thought that you weren't strong enough to get through this. And you may still be feeling like you're not being the strongest to get through this. But you are, and you're going to be going through a glow up here. The suffering in silence is the Strength card in the reverse position. You're suffering in silence. You're not telling others what you're really feeling inside, okay? You may have gone through some situation with the family where there was an ending, okay? Where you had to use your intuition. And there is suffering and silence because of it with the Strength card here. When the Strength is reversed, you feel like you feel defeated, in other words, okay? And you're not telling a lot of people about this broken dreams that you might have had. It may have been about perhaps starting a family or something like that. But something has come to an end here. But what you don't see is there is abundance coming in for you. There is a glow up, new opportunity, new career, or successful business coming in for you, Pisces. Let's take a look at what the clarifiers say here, Pisces. Please clarify the Ten of Cups, please, Spirit. Please clarify the Ten of Cups for Pisces. Please clarify the Ten of Cups. Too many. We have the Seven of Cups here. Please clarify the World card. You had to make a choice when it came to your family unit or some type of relationship within a family unit or home unit. And something has ended with the Devil. You may have ended a relationship with somebody that did not treat you well. Narcissism is here as well. Somebody that you felt like they were the puppet master, that you were attached to them in a very toxic way. Something has ended here, Pisces, with this person. It could have been a romantic partner, spouse, family member. But you had to make a choice about this situation. Please clarify this Strength card, please, Spirit. We have the King of Swords here. Yeah, you had to stand in your power here. Feeling like you were suffering in silence. You've had to stand in your power even though you were suffering. Honestly, what I'm feeling from Spirit now is the suffering in silence was during this relationship. During this situationship with this family member, spouse, romantic partner, whoever this was that was toxic, that you had to end things with. You were suffering in silence in this relationship and people didn't know what you were going through, Pisces. But you had to stand firm in your power here, in your strength, in order to move on, in order to end this cycle. Please clarify the High Priestess. But what you don't see, Pisces, is there's abundance coming in for you after this suffering. We have the Three of Cups here. Yeah, you followed your intuition when it came to this situation. We have the King of Pentacles in the shadow for what you don't see as well. There is abundance coming in for you for what you don't see. There is new opportunity, new career, new growth, especially with the King of Pentacles here. You're very logical, mathematical. You have a great business sense. There is new opportunities in career, business coming in. You're going to be going through a glow up after suffering in silence. People didn't know that you were going through this. Pisces, you had to really make a choice about this family, home, unit, relationship, whatever. It was very toxic and you had to put an end to it. You followed your intuition. You were suffering in silence and people didn't know that you were going through this. Nobody knew. And you had to follow your intuition. You were suffering so much that you were not yourself anymore. With this High Priestess here and the Three of Cups here, you were not yourself. It's almost like you had to escape because it was physically making you ill. You had to close out this situation, this toxic situation within this family unit, home, relationship, whatever this was. You had to make the choice in order to free yourself from this situation because it was physically making you ill. And intuitively, you knew you had to break free from this. And you were suffering in silence and you never told anybody about this. If you did, it was you didn't tell a lot of people what was going on at home, Pisces. This is a very toxic person who had you they were like the puppet master. They had you on strings here. You didn't know where you were, what you were going to expect each day. You didn't know how you were going to be manipulated. Very narcissistic, toxic energy here. You had to make a choice about the family unit. You had to stand strong in your belief because you were suffering in silence. It was physically making you ill and you had to intuitively know that you had to escape the situation because it was putting strain on the body. But what you don't see is there is abundance coming in. There is a very savvy business sense coming in. There is an opportunity. There is a glow up coming in for you, Pisces, that you do not see. Please clarify this King of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups, please. Let's see what this glow up is about. There's something from your past, a memory, perhaps maybe something that you've done in the past that's going to be bringing in this new opportunity. Perhaps it's something you've done in the past that you're returning to, that you love to do, where you're going to have this glow up. Something in your past is going to be bringing in this abundance. Something that you might have done in the past. Perhaps it was some type of hobby or outlet that you had that you enjoyed doing. Whatever you did in the past is going to be bringing you back abundance. You could be returning to an old job that you used to have or a business that you used to do. And when you do that, this is where you're going to have your glow up. There is new opportunities, new career, business, successful business coming in after suffering that you've gone through. What is the advice here for Pisces, please, Spirit? This really falls suit to the money story that I did for you on Monday. So just if you haven't seen that video, please take a look at that. You may find a message there as well, because this is very similar to that reading. Please clarify, what is the advice? Okay, yeah, so go after your dreams. What is your wish fulfillment? So your advice is to follow your heart here. Make a wish, because it's going to be coming true. That is your advice here with the Star card, Aquarius energy. One more. What is the advice for Pisces? Your dreams are going to be coming true here, Pisces. Whatever this opportunity or glow up is, it's something that you've done in the past. Please clarify. What is the advice? And we have 2 here. So yeah, this is a very swift movement coming in. So you really need to make a wish here, Pisces. What is it that you want to do? Okay. What is it that you wish for? Because the Chariot is bringing it in very, very quickly for you. Very quickly, Pisces. And with the 6 of Swords here being here, I feel like you're escaping a bad situation now, and you're moving into a good one. You're entering in, just like I said here, you're leaving this suffering and silence and moving into your glow up. So make a wish, Pisces. This is coming in. The Chariot card is the fastest moving card in the deck. This is coming in very quickly for you, Pisces. In the back of the deck here, this is just beginning. We have the 7 of Pentacles here. The roots are being made. This idea, this nurturing of yourself is taking sprout here. And you're manifesting this. You did this by listening to your intuition to leave this toxic situation in order to free yourself mentally, physically, emotionally, to bring you towards your abundance, your glow up, your new opportunities, your new career, your successful business. So again, if you haven't seen that money story, this is very similar. So you might have some more messages there, Pisces. But yeah, what you've done, Pisces, walking away, and if you haven't walked away from this yet, you are making a choice to walk away from this situation. You've suffered in silence long enough. People didn't know about this, Pisces, that you were going through this toxic relationship. And for what you don't see, there's abundance waiting for you. It is something to do with the past. Whatever you did in the past or you have great memories with, it could even be that, maybe your grandfather had a restaurant or something like that, and it gave you a great memory, and now you're opening your own restaurant. It could be anything like that. Something tied to a memory is bringing in abundance for you, is bringing in your glow up, where you're going to have a new opportunity, a new career, or a successful business of some sort. Let's pull an Akashic Records card for you, Pisces, to finish up your reading. But yes, this is beautiful. I'm so sorry you've been suffering in silence. But this is your safe place here. You're going through your glow up. This was physically harming you, this toxic relationship. And you intuitively knew that, and you had to escape it. And now you're going to go through your glow up. No more suffering in silence. Angels, guides, ancestors, an Akashic Records card to finish up the reading for Pisces, please, Spirit. Message for Pisces to finish up the reading. Okay. So we have the word reach out. It says you've isolated yourself and are trying to do everything on your own. It's okay to ask for help. So reach out to ask for support at this time. I feel like this is centered around that suffering and silence. If you're still in this situation with this toxic situation, person, whatever, family member, it's time to reach out. You've isolated yourself long enough, and it's okay to ask for help, to reach out, get support at this time. Especially if you have already walked away from this situation, you've ended it, you've ended things with this toxic situation, and you're feeling like you're isolated and you're not really talking with people. So you've isolated yourself and you're trying to do everything on your own. It's okay to ask for help. It's okay to ask for friends, because maybe you were in a marriage and now you're doing everything on your own. Something like that. Spirit is reminding you that it's okay to ask for help, to reach out and get support at this time as you're going through this transition, this ending, this metamorphosis, as I was talking about. You are starting to bloom, in other words, just like a flower blooms, okay? You are coming out of the cocoon, and you're going to be flying as a butterfly. You're changing from the caterpillar to the butterfly, and it can be uncomfortable. So keep that in mind. But your abundance is waiting for you. You're going to be going through a glow up, Pisces, here. There could be new opportunities coming in for you that you're going to nurture. And as you are nurturing yourself, remind yourself that you can reach out to others when you need to for help. Okay? I'm going to leave the message there, Pisces. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. You can also hype as well. I would love that. And if you really want to, you can thank me by clicking that thank button as well if you are called to. I will see you tomorrow for your daily message. In the meantime, take a look at the rest of the readings if this did not resonate with you. And I will see you tomorrow. Have a blessed day. Namaste.